So, welcome back to the channel. It has been far too long, but the new channel project is in the workshop. This one, as I'm sure you'll guess with all my previous projects, won't be standard, won't be narrow arched, should be big, and I'm looking forward to it. Unsure if I'm going to go just as complicated on this one as I did with the last Xpack at this stage. I want something on the road this year, so that basically means that I'll be trying to get it on the road as nice as possible, but simple. And then that means that it's an ongoing project. Projects are never finished. So I might upgrade and change a few things in the future. We'll see how that plan goes. Might be optimistic, but I'll take you on a bit of a walk around and, well, once I get it off the trailer, that is. So let's do that. Oh. Let's see if it actually rolls off. And there's the steering straight. Here it goes. Nope. Oh. Great. Come on. Like it over there a bit. We're off. We're off. So, this is the car in all its glory. It's a Mk2. I think it's a 16. It is. It's a 16 GL. It has a laser tailgate currently on it, because the original was rotten. But yes. I suppose when we start at the front of this thing, this wing is not there. I believe it's inside somewhere. I think that's possibly it there. I need to clear this thing out yet, obviously. Broken spring, just spotted. Yeah, this had a fair few, let's just call them inverted comma repairs over the years. Yeah, we have a work ahead of me on this one. This side here, I've never seen this done before. The wing rail has been deleted upon, let's just say. And yeah, that's how it should look. That's how it does look. There's a 16 Pinto in at the minute. That ain't staying. I think there's a 4-speed, I assume. I can't even see the gear stick, I don't know. I think it's a 4-speed. And it was a non-sunroof roof until some Comanche got at it with a junior hacksaw or something, and now has a glass thing in it, so that's going to be changed as well. It's had a rear quarter at some point, poorly, but all of these things don't really matter to me, let's just say, because this pile of fiberglass over here includes fiberglass wings and a Mk2 fiberglass Xpack kit. So this thing's getting Xpacked. It's getting the half Xpack, so the one that sort of comes down then kicks out a bit here. So yeah, looking forward to that. So how about we get this thing all cleared out and see what we're playing with on the inside of this thing. Apparently the underside of it has all been cleaned back and primed. It's all been wire wheeled completely back to bare metal and etch primed or epoxy primed or something. So that should make my life a lot easier. However, the rest of it just needs done now. So yeah, let's get it cleared out and we'll go from there. Right, so let's get this thing cleared out. However, I'm going to put some gloves on first because I believe it was in a rat infested unit before. Gloves on, let's go. So this door is off a laser, I think that is. Would make sense with the lock hole and stuff in it. I think there's about another 4 wings in here apparently. I don't even know where to start. GL seats. I don't think these are much good apart from recovering. Now then, is this Mark II? It is. So, decent Mark II wing here. A wee bit of a repair, but not bad. It's off a 3 litre apparently. Another wing. Looks decent. Also Mark II. Another wing. Needs work. There's holes. Must have been a trim strip on this thing. There's holes, rusted holes through it. And on the top. And this looks to be the wing off the car. I would guess. Bottom of it's shot. What on earth? Some lad liked their fog lights. You can see that or not? Like that apparently. Very rotten door. I assume that's the one off it. Oh, happy days, silly end. Need one of them. This might be up in there somewhere. There we go, fixed. Side trims. They'll not be needed. Fuel tank. Again, probably not needed. As I'm going injection, I have a brand new, can you see it? I have a brand new injection tank in here to go into it, so. Now this is an axle casing from a Mustang or something. I believe it's a 4 to 8 inch axle that I bought about 3 years ago and never actually lifted. So, might look into using it, unsure. It already has Capri mounts on it. Has Sierra Cosworth's vented caliper mounts and everything on it, so it might work. Now what's a new? Wing rails. Okay, big packaging for wing rails. So now it's all cleared out, all landing everywhere. We have a wee bit of a look around it. Engine bay. Wing rail has been deleted upon most of the way up. This wing is going to come off anyway because I need to do the A post up in there, and this is a wee bit holy. Strut top also needs done. There is a repair panel somewhere for that. I don't know where I've set it now, but here. So this is a proper repair panel. It's not just a reinforcing panel. So that'll go in there somewhere. I then have two wing rails to go on because this one isn't great either. It's been badly replaced at some point in the past. A post has already been replaced, I believe, but I'm going to tidy it up a little bit just. I've seen pictures of it on the inside, etc., before it was all replaced in there, and it's fairly solid from what I can see. However, I'm going to tidy it up. The sill has already been replaced on this side, but again, probably tidied it up a little bit. This quarter panel has been replaced years ago by the looks of it because the pinch welds and stuff down in the back in here aren't good. So again, probably tidy all that up and do a proper spot weld on it with a spot welder. Roof. Roof is coming off, mainly because of this abomination of a sunroof that's in here. Yeah, I have a non-sunroof roof. This was a non-sunroof car, but yeah. I have a non-sunroof roof that's going to be spliced on over this, or not over it, replace it. Boot floor and stuff doesn't look too bad, although I believe that to be a rat's nest, possibly. Who knows what that is? I'm going to have to hoover it all out here shortly. I've also just spotted a dirty big self-tapper through the side of her, holding one of the stupid trim clips on, so they're all going anyway. Underneath of it, let's get me light and we'll have a bit of a look-see underneath, will we? Where is my light? Here it is. So, a wee bit here. But apart from that, the floor is actually in pretty good nick in there, I have to say. Yeah, pretty happy with that. You can actually see the spot welds and stuff still along that sill lip, although the sill does look to be, yeah, the sill's definitely had seen better days. As has the door, my word. Great. So, you've seen the car, you've seen around it. Next stage is to build a dolly for it because running gear is coming out. I've a few different plans for the running gear. Front will probably just be nice coilovers, short body ones. The rear, I think I'm going to go 5 or 6 link again. However, this one might be a bit different. I might be using like a bolt-on kit to keep the original suspension mounting so that I can keep the rear seats for the kiddies. My own kids, I must add. And yeah, the running gear, etc., is going to be coming out now. Get the shell stripped to a bare shell. That'll come next, probably in the next episode. But get a dolly made means I can wheel the shell about. It's going to go to blasting, so I'm going to need to get it up onto the trailer, etc. I have done it a few times now on my rollover jig rotisserie, but it's not ropey. It just looks ropier than it really is, and it's difficult to get it up on and strap down and all that carry on. So if I have a frame built, then we're landed. We can just bolt it to it solid on, and probably use the cross member mounting holes. There's a jacking point in the chassis legs, and then the rear spring bolts, so that I have 3 points of contact on each side. So I think it'll be next. I'll go ahead maybe and get that built. And after the shell's stripped, then it'll be sitting ready for me to actually install. So I think that'll be next. Let's do it. We're very roughly laid out here. Again, this isn't a complete accurate thing. We're just going to aim for getting it half straight and wing it. Good enough. Square. Right, that's this thing very roughly tacked up. I'm going to slide it underneath the car now. This is another car, customer car. But as it's already a bare shell and the chassis is the same between Mark 2 and Mark 3, I'm going to just mock it up on this car and see what happens. So I'll try and slide this thing in. Now these aren't even welded in yet. So. Now then, I have a laser level that I bought for doing all the containment and stuff in the shed. So I think the best road for me right now is to drop this right down low. Find the center of the car, find the center of the box, and then make sure it's sitting left and right on the car, front to back, and yeah, see what happens. Right, so laser level is up. So the green line down the center of the car. Runs right down on the studs, up the middle, and all the wee holes, and right down the middle of the back panel. So I know the shell is perfectly, we're zooming. I know the shell is perfectly sort of this way. I have went ahead and made up a few bits that bolt onto the cross member holes. So the idea is that whenever this is all welded onto this H-frame down here, H-frame, I don't know, ladder frame thing, then I should be able just to rest the shell down on the lift, line it up with the holes, bolt it on, job done. So that's the front one's done. I'm gonna make another thing for going through here, I think, through the jacking hole on both sides, and another one at the back here, going through the rear shackle hole. Yeah, so that'll be a job for tomorrow night. It's currently about 10:30, time for bed. Yeah, I'll catch up tomorrow whenever we're a bit more done, and we'll go from there. Okay, so done a wee bit more. It's time to get this thing all welded up. So basically, I don't know how well you can see this, possibly can zoom in. I need to weld these angle iron brackets on. So these are all just tacked on, these uprights. So I'll get these welded on here, then I can drill right through the whole thing, bolt it on, and make the legs movable. So that's the next step. Okay, so that is this thing finished, I think. I've went ahead and put caster wheels on it with brakes on the two ends and just normal ones in the middle. I'm not a welder by any stretch, but it's well stuck together and it'll do hopefully its purpose. So I'm going to set it down now off the lift, see if it actually wheels about, see how bent it is and how out of square. But nonetheless, let's see how it goes. Are you on? Are you work? Oh, it needs to go up. Yeah. Happy days. I'm counting that as a win. So obviously the lift legs are still in the way, but it definitely makes moving a shell around a lot easier than on a nice concrete floor. Lovely. So, you've seen the car, all the stuff that's come out of it. You've seen the dolly, which is now on the customer car, which temporarily. And in the next episode, I will start to take the engine out of this. Might try and get it running before I take it out because it's always worth more if you can prove that it ran. Do a compression test on it, list it up for sale like that. If anybody wants a 1.6 Pinto, and I think it's a 4-speed. Now, there's no gear stick on it, but I see a nylon ball at the bottom of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4-speed box. Looks like an internal linkage. I don't see any rods on it. If anybody wants a 16 Pinto and don't know, type E, I don't know what type that is, 4-speed box behind a 16 Pinto, let me know. Hit me up in the comments or send me a wee message or an email. It'll not be expensive, just want it out of my way really. Yeah, you've seen it all. You've seen what I have to do. Let me know what you think in the comments, if I'm mad in the head or if you're excited to see this, what you want me to do with it. Let's go on Xpack, that's for sure, but a lot of other things aren't confirmed yet. Engine choice, I have a few ideas. Comment down below what you think. Now, I probably will be sticking with a 4-cylinder for this car, 4-cylinder turbo. I know what you're all going to suggest in the comments before it even comes. It's probably not going to be a Z-Tech or an SC170, but do comment down if you can think of any other 4-cylinder turbo cars that the engine might slot into this rear-wheel drive. Yeah, and I know for one I am excited to get building, new workshop, new project. Let's get going. I know a few of you will probably inevitably comment about the Transit. I still have it. Haven't done anything with it since January last year, probably. So over a year ago. The plan is, I don't think you can see it in that picture, but maybe you can. There's an Escort convertible of a customer car sitting there. I think the plan is to try and, once that's moved out of the way and there's a couple of cars behind the camera need moved, I'll maybe try and bring it back here, make this my own project zone. Don't really know, but I would like to be footering at a couple of different cars at once. Just if I get sickened of one of them, I can move to depression on the other car. The usual. So anyway, enough blethering. If you like what you've seen, do all the usual. Please do subscribe, follow the page, tell your friends, and it helps. Every little bit helps the channel out. Helps me pay for this sort of thing. And I'll see you in the next one, in episode 2. Probably haven't named the car, haven't thought of a name for the playlist. So stick that in the comments below and we'll use it going forwards. Thanks as always. Bye.